Satisfy your need for happiness through your own curiosity with the Ranveer Show. I remember way back, okay, I think this is when your first IPL season was going on. I was very intrigued by you because I felt you were too built for a 17.
Yeah,
You had guns.
I get that a lot.
Like you're too built. And I used to attribute your six hitting ability to your musculature a little bit. That this guy has more muscles than a normal 17-year-old.
True.
Correct thought?
100%.
Like, do you need more muscle mass to be able to hit more sixes?
I think it's a lot to do with your core and your back. Muscles are for show. That's you like digging out Yorker balls. That's like 5% of your 100% game. That's what the biceps and these guys do. It's a lot of core and back work. Because if you want to hit sixes, everyone thinks sixes are hit from power. It's not. It's hand-eye coordination, it's timing. And then once you get those things right, then how much can you rotate? How much can you generate that force from your torso to your hips to your legs to get that? It's like a golf swing, right? You just go up top and you just swing as fast as you can, and then the ball goes further. You see all the big hitters, they have great backswings and they have great follow-throughs. No one's going to have a great backswing and not follow through well. Or no one's going to follow through well and have a great backswing. So it's a lot very technical.
The strength aspect is core strength mainly. So your back, your legs,
Yeah.
your groin area, that's where your power is generated
Yeah.
from. Do you feel yourself getting stronger with age physically?
Yeah.
Your core is getting even stronger.
It gets stronger. I think muscles like form better. Muscle joints, they just form better now. And now once you grow up, you get exposed to a lot of things, like a lot of knowledge on what to exactly do to keep that in shape. Because when I was a kid, I didn't have that much knowledge. I just do whatever I wanted to do. Now you have a set routine, so you keep that power. You know how to recover well, so you're not tired after every game. It's a lot of science actually, which we don't do, the trainers do, but then a lot of information, a lot of tools available, machine guns, cryo machines, recovery pumps, game readies, so many things. So I think it's a combination of all those things to keep you fit and to keep that power increasing every day. And then once you reach, I think, I don't know, 30, 33, then it starts to like fade away a little bit. But then I'm not 33, so I won't really know.
Long way to go.
Long way to go. I don't want to think about that.
You know how Virat Kohli kind of created that fitness revolution where everyone started doing clean and jerks and more weight training. And I think you guys, like your generation of cricketers, is living through that throughout their career now.
Yeah.
Like fitness is a norm probably for you guys. Everyone
Yeah.
does a little bit of weight training at least.
I've been doing CrossFit since I was 13 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Since I was like 12, 13 years old. Since the whole meta came out that everyone had to do CrossFit and everyone had to do weight training and stuff like that. So that's why you see me a little jacked when I was 17, because I've been doing that for the last 4 years.
Your dad introduced you?
No. So one of my dad's friends, Nishanto Bodloy, he's a faculty member at the NCA now. So he introduced me to it. He did his ASCA level coaching and all of that in Australia. And then he introduced it to me. And then I saw great results because powerlifting, weight training is very explosive. That's what we need in the ground. We want you to go run, change directions, jump from one place to another, get that rotation, run fast, jump, catches, dives, and etc. And I think that related a lot to CrossFit, because CrossFit is a lot of that. It's rope climbing, it's clean and jerks, it's powerlifting, it's pushing, pressing, and all of that. So I think I got introduced to it very early, and I was lucky. So I got that base sorted very early, and now I can just build on it.
Must have given you a huge edge as a teenager.
Yeah.
Right?
My yo-yo scores were high, my weight, like powerlifting scores were high, my jumps were high, still are. I think that was incredible.
Still doing CrossFit?
It's always, now it's not as regular because I was getting into it back then. Like I had to learn everything. So now that I know everything of what the exercises are, now I can just incorporate once a week, twice a week, thrice a week, stuff like that.
Whatever's good for your cricket.
Sorry?
Whatever's good for your cricket,
Whatever's
you
good
end
for
up.
my cricket, yeah. I end up doing.
Damn, dude. There's this quote which says that sport is the most legal form of war.
True. True.
Feel
Very
that?
true. They say it's a gentleman's game. It's not a gentleman's game.
You feel anything when you see that helmet or what?
We can actually wear that as a helmet. Just get the eyes a little wider. I can bat with that.
I meant like, I mean, at least this is what I've realized from all the sports people I've met. and this is also people like Neeraj Chopra who play individual sports, there is an element of being a warrior within that professional. When you're speaking about CrossFit, I think the big difference between traditional gym weight training for bodybuilding and CrossFit is that CrossFit actually makes you really, really strong because you are working your core, you're working your joints, you're doing a lot of functional work.
And agile.
Yeah. Like if you keep a advanced level bodybuilder in a cage with an advanced CrossFit guy, even if the CrossFit guy is smaller, I think the CrossFit guy would win that cage fight because you need athleticism to win a fight. So probably in the stadium, your CrossFit is making you more of a warrior.
100%. I think because when you have to cover distances, now let's say in a T20 game, right? We were playing this year in Chennai. Chennai is a big ground. Long on to long on is at least, let's say, 60, almost 180 meters, like one end to one end. You have to run that every over for 20 overs. You're going to cover a distance of 10 to 12 kilometers in a game in a span of 90 minutes. So for you to do that in full sprint, and it's not jogging, it's full sprint, right? So for you to keep on doing that, finish up, take a 10-minute break, and then come back and bat for another 20, 14, 15 overs, you need a lot of strength. And that's why bodybuilders can't do that, because they just grow muscle. We're not growing muscles, we're toning our muscles. Like we're getting very agile and strong, because we can't just be strong. If we end up being strong, we'll be very stiff. That's why you see bodybuilders are very stiff, right? We can't afford that. So it's a lot of, I think CrossFit is the way to go in, at least cricket wise.
Do you guys have a lot of stretching also in your...
We do have a lot of stretching. Recovery is one of the biggest aspects, especially in a tournament like IPL. Because there's so many games, so many high voltage games, so much mental pressure, everything. You just need ice baths, you need recoveries, you need massages, a lot of things.
Can you imagine that once upon a time IPL was just a carnival with parties after the games and all that, and now we're in 2024 where it's this serious. It's your pathway to the Indian team.
Like I was telling some of my friends, I didn't step out this year. Like I literally did not step out in the 70 days we spent in the bubble. I think I might have gone out twice or thrice, and that's it. And I like going out. I like, listening to music. I like dancing, etc. Whatever it is. I just couldn't. I was just so exhausted, like mentally, this, that. I think it's a different sport altogether now.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.